Hey, Ron Douglas here. I've been utilizing these YouTube lives because they appear right on YouTube right after you go live. So it's just a super lazy and efficient way to get some content out there when you have something to share. Hopefully, you can excuse that and just take the message and the value from it that you're about to get. So, yeah, so it's been a while. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I love doing these. And so I want to talk about the number one way to boost your sales, and this is something that's worked when I first got started in 2021 back in the days, before YouTube, before Facebook, before social media. We were just building email lists and building our own tribe. We were building tribes before they called it building a tribe, right? It was just building your email list. We all had like email newsletters and whatnot. We didn't use much video, it was mostly text. But the thing that worked back then is the thing that works now. It's taking cold traffic, people that don't know you, and warming them up, letting them get to know you, letting them get to know your story, letting them get to know why you care, right? People don't really care about who you are until they know what you can help them with, and you care about helping them and what you can do for them. They'll follow you and all that stuff, but people aren't going to buy anything until they realize, okay, this is the best thing for me to buy. This is what's going to create my transformation. This is what's going to, improve my life. That's what makes people buy, unless it's an impulse item, right? So I talk about this a lot. It's like two things. There's impulse buys, like I want to buy flowers for Valentine's Day, or I want to buy some chocolates, or I want to buy movie tickets, or I want to buy a nice cologne that I heard was good. Those are just impulse buys. It doesn't require much of a sales process. You see it, you like it. Oh, I like the way that shirt looks. Boom, I'm gonna buy it. You don't got to talk to people over the phone for impulse buys. You don't have to do a webinar when you're selling people impulse related items. They just have to see it impulsively. A good percentage of them will buy it. The price is right. Usually, impulse buy stuff below $50, right? Think about the stuff that you buy without thinking about it. Think about it without thinking about it. Thinking about the stuff that you buy without much of a hassle, that you'll just buy, right? The latest thing I bought was on Amazon, a bunch of tissue boxes. Like, we just needed these tissue boxes, like the cubes, like this. Just get them from Amazon. They come right quick. I didn't have to. Nobody had to try to convince me of doing that. I needed it. I bought it. On the flip side, there's stuff that people need to be convinced of that requires a longer sales process. Stuff like courses, coaching, consulting, events, um, things that are not like everyday items, things that people have to think about. Like, do I really need to buy this? Like, most people don't wake up in the morning saying, "Oh man, I need to buy a course about artificial intelligence videos on YouTube." Like, nah, it's like they need convincing. They wake up with the thought in their mind of, I need to improve my life. I need more money. Bills are due. Um, I'd be able to get out of debt. I'll be able to afford a better place to live, a safer neighborhood for my family, my kids. I'll be able to get that gift for this person I want to do. I'll be able to donate to this charity I wanted to donate to. Those are the type of things that people will wake up, that's on the top of their mind, not like, I really need to buy Ron Douglas's course on list building, whatever it might be. Right. So you have to tap into those things, and they have to know, like, and trust you in order to make the decision to buy something that they weren't thinking about buying. Right. So it just goes to show you that the thing that worked back in the days is the thing that works today. Is multiple touch points, building a relationship with an audience, letting them know that you're acting in their best interest when you recommend products or when you recommend your own product, communicating with them, giving them things they can use, right? So even when I do webinars, we've tested this. If you put a video sharing some content and giving a teaser of what that webinar is about to be before they get on that webinar, then on that webinar, they'll be more likely to buy than not, right? And just a webinar alone, like, I know I talk about a lot about webinars. I'm the Webinar Con guy, right? Founder of the number one event for webinar marketers in the world. Uh, just a webinar in itself, it enables you to have a longer time period with the captive audience of people that are on this event, that are on this online virtual presentation with you. You can talk to them, you can call their names, you can interact with them, you can share your story, you can get them to know, like, and trust you. You can share what you're capable of. You can share the big opportunity that they're there to learn about. You can share why your product is the solution that's going to transform their lives. All that stuff. It gives you about an hour or 2 hours, however long a webinar is, to do that. So it shortens the sales process down to that time that you have them there with you. Otherwise, you could do short videos. They may watch one now, watch one next week, a week after that. It might buy like 3 months away. It might buy it next year. But with a webinar, you can get people to buy and make that decision right then, because they feel like they should take an action or do something before the end of that presentation, before the event is over, right? So that's why I love webinars. But the same thing with if you're doing VSLs, like you want to get people's emails and reply back to them, like follow up with them, give them multiple touch points. They say it takes 7 to 10 contacts or interactions with you before people are willing to buy on average, right? So that is the main thing you want to think about. Like, how much does your audience know you? Even if you're just an affiliate, do they recognize your name? If you're sending an email, do they say, "Oh, that's from Bob. I know Bob. I'm going to open that email," right? That's how you sell more online. Multiple touch points, let people get to know, like, and trust you, let them know you're acting in their best interest. And if you can do that, you can make as much money, you could print money online, trust me. And then, you like, modern day social media is just another way, another opportunity for you to do that. I mean, I'm not on YouTube much. I should be on it a lot more. I'm lazy because I'm a multimillionaire. I'm lazy because I can afford to be at this point. But I know I've noticed, I'm not on Instagram pretty much at all. I'm on Facebook a lot, but even that I could be doing a better job. But I just learned how to make money without social media, without YouTube. I came up in a time that we didn't have it, so I never really had to do it. But I enjoy this, and I find personally, I've taken some time off recently to kind of get my thoughts together. But personally, they talk about it's two different types of things, right? There's people that want to retire and live a life of leisure and just travel. And I have a friend like that, and he's a good guy, and that's his thing, right? He wants to live a life of leisure. He wants to travel. He wants to, he has real estate and stuff, and he does him. And but I can't necessarily do that because I have to have some type of purpose. I'm happiest when I'm in a flow. Not to say that that's not a purpose, but that's not my purpose. Like, my purpose is to communicate, to interact with people, to share love, to share the message, to inspire people to uh, do bigger things, to achieve freedom. I think my main topic, I believe, is financial freedom, and I'm going to talk more about that in the coming weeks and different opportunities for that. I have a whole brand that I'm launching going into the next year, and I'm super excited about it. But I'm more of the type where I'm happiest when I'm in a state of flow, when I'm productive, when I'm doing something, and I don't really consider it work. Honestly, I don't consider this work. I consider this something creative, something stimulating to do with my time, especially, I'm 49 now. If I could do this until 70, I'll be happy. It just keeps you sharp. So I rambled on enough. I just wanted to say next week we have a big webinar coming up. I'm getting back into the webinar game, bringing some guest experts on. So if you're not on my email list, go to rondouglas.com, get on the email list. And if you want to get more videos like that, like this one, sharing my thoughts, sharing what's working out there from someone who's been doing online marketing for 20 going on 23 years now, since 2021. Hit the subscribe button and you'll get notifications. Turn that bell on. What do they say? Smash the subscribe button. Leave me a comment below if you picked up anything good from this. And awesome. I'll just end it here and we'll talk to you again next time. RonDouglas.com. Sign up for the email newsletter and you'll get an alert on our next webinar. We're going to be teaching you some amazing stuff that's making millions of dollars. All right. Take care, guys.